5 days ago I was in India, 4 days ago in Barcelona, 3 days ago in New York, 2 days ago in Minneapolis, last night in Los Angeles, today here. So there we go. And they lost my bag.
Zakir Hussain is widely recognized as one of the world's leading percussionists, India's most famous living tabla master. And for more than 3 decades, he has called the Bay Area home.
Over the past 25 years, Zakir has had a lot to do with expanding the audiences that come to classical Indian music concerts. He transcends all kinds of boundaries, and I think that's his appeal. One of the beautiful things about Zakir is that he brings a very open and sensitive and curious approach to his tabla. He's almost like a child playing the drums. I mean, when you see him perform.
Zakir began his musical education as a young boy in India, under the guidance of his father, tabla legend Ustad Ala Rakha. Eventually, Zakir began performing publicly with his father, as seen here in the documentary The Speaking Hand. The two men played as if they were one, a seamless virtuosity developed over years of practice together.
When I was 7 years old and I was already playing in small concerts and stuff, that's when my father decided I was serious. And so my training began. So at that time, he would wake me up at 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then between 3 and 6 o'clock in the morning, we would be studying.
In the early 70s, Zakir moved to the United States when he was invited to teach here by Ali Akbar Khan, who was establishing a new college of Indian music in Marin County.
My first performance on stage when I was 7 was with Ali Akbar Khan. My first professional performance on stage when I was 12 was with Ali Akbar Khan. And my real playing outside of India began in America, also with Ali Akbar Khan sir.
Living in Marin in the 70s, Zakir also met many Western musicians, among them drummer Mickey Hart, with whom he collaborated on a groundbreaking project called Planet Drum. Combining the percussion traditions of many cultures, Planet Drum helped to popularize a new kind of world music.
When I first came here, and then I played with Ali Akbar Khan Sahib and John Handy, and I met Mickey Hart right at that time. The next thing that happened to me was me camping in Mickey Hart's ranch in Nevada and running into Jerry Garcia, David Crosby, Grace Slick, you name it. Everybody was there, and we'd be hanging out and jamming and playing with everybody. And so it just kind of opened up a whole different way of looking at music.
30 years after those groundbreaking collaborations, Zakir maintains a grueling schedule of concerts and performances that regularly takes him around the globe. But he still finds inspiration at home in Marin with his students.
You guys are too loud. You're too loud. The whole neighborhood is complaining.
I have been studying from Zakir since 1977. And I fell in love with this music in 1972. And hearing him play moved me so much, I had to continue my studies.
For me, the illusion is the slap. Watch. And then strumming. That's all it is.
My teaching is more on a spontaneous basis, and when I'm teaching, I like to give them a part of material and then teach them how to expand on it. Because Indian classical music is seeped in improvising. The whole concept of improvising is very important to Indian music.
Mastering the tabla requires physical dexterity, patience, and years of practice.
You learn techniques over time, and it takes a long, long time to get things right. And you're constantly trying to improve and correct, and you're constantly being corrected and finding out that something that you thought was done a certain way is done another way, or that there's another secret that you didn't know about that enables you to play something that you were struggling with for a long time.
I always keep thinking, when am I going to stop being a student? But I don't think that's ever going to happen. There's always going to be something new to learn. So, yes, what's the challenge? Be a better student.
Zakir is constantly in pursuit of new kinds of artistic challenges.
Ta-da!
Today, he's in the San Francisco studio of choreographer Alonzo King, who commissioned Zakir to create and perform a piece for the upcoming tour of the Lions Ballet Company.
When I'm playing music, I'm not just playing music, I'm dancing music. When I'm sitting cross-legged, but I'm actually dancing. Alonzo, he knows about India, he knows about Indian music, he knows about Indian mythology, Indian spirituality, everything. And so it made it very easy for me to work because he already had an insight into what Indian music was all about.
As always, Zakir is willing to take risks, and in this case, try something he has never done before.
It's great. So now, your voice.
Oh, yeah.
And at one point, I heard him singing. And I thought, oh my God, I said, Zakir, you have such a beautiful voice. Will you sing in this piece?
Una sangala gurahi. It's the first time I ever sang, and at times I'm singing, and after I finish singing, I go into the dressing room and cry because it affects me so much to see that connection.
His music knows no bounds, and it's the same with his personality. And he's also incredibly giving, generous, and that's a part of the music making, you know, that it is, that it investigates, that it's curious, that it's expansive, and that's who he is.